Hi everyone, my name is Alisha. First of all, you guys must be curious about what is petroleum. Let me explain. Petroleum is a complex blend of hydrocarbons. What is hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons is an organic compound consisting entirely of hydrogen and carbon. Next, petroleum also can be found on Earth in solid, gaseous or liquid form, but it is commonly known in its liquid form as crude oil. There are several substances. First, alkenes. Alkenes, aromatic hydrocarbons, naphthalene, asphaltene, heteroatomic compound, and also trace element. So, first of all, alkenes or paraffin. Alkenes is a major constituent of most petroleum products. In petroleum, paraffin are hydrocarbon molecules containing between 20 and 40 carbon atoms. They make up the greatest group of hydrocarbons in petroleum, starting with methane as the most basic substance. And then, aromatic hydrocarbons. It is a class of compounds found in petroleum and they are cyclic but unsaturated hydrocarbons with alternating double bonds. So benzene rings are the simplest and mostly contained in aromatic hydrocarbons. However, the amount of benzene in petroleum are also limited because benzene is known to be a cancer-including compound. Next, alkenes or olefins. It is an unsaturated hydrocarbons containing a double bond between two carbon atoms. It is found in gasoline and contribute to octane. However, it must be limited to avoid the increase of ozone-forming potential. Next, for naphthenes, it is a class of cyclic aliphatic hydrocarbons and an important component of liquid petroleum products. And the example of naphthenes is cyclohexane. While for asphaltene, it is a complex compound in crude oil or raw petroleum, and it can precipitate, causing pipeline blockages, reducing the efficiency during refining process. However, the solution to this case is still ongoing. And then, for heteroatomic compounds in petroleum refer to molecules containing atoms other than carbon and hydrogen. These heteroatoms include nitrogen, sulfur, oxygen, and trace amounts of other elements. Compounds with heteroatoms contribute to the overall compositions of crude oil and its fractions. Lastly, for trace elements, it refers to chemical elements present in very small concentrations within raw petroleum. For example, vanadium, nickel, iron, and more. It also can impact the efficiency of refining processes. So, this is an illustration of fraction of crude oil. We have bitumen, lubricant, fuel oil, diesel, paraffin, naphtha, gasoline and petroleum gas. So, which one is made into plastic? Based on our research, naphtha is the one that made into plastic. So, the production of plastics involves the polymerization of monomers derived from naphtha.
Hi, my name is Nur Nazia and I'm going to present about the definitions of plastic. Plastic are a wide range of semi-synthetic or synthetic substances that contain the polymers as the main ingredients. Polymers is a large molecules that have the same repeating structural unit called as monomers. The ability to be molded, extruded, or pressed into solid objects of various shapes is made possible by the plasticity during the manufacture, and it makes the material to be able to adapt accordingly and very useful in various range of applications. There are two types of plastic, which is thermoplastic and thermostatic. Thermoplastic can be melted and reshaped multiple times without undergoing the chemical reaction. And thermostatic is undergo chemical reaction during the initial molding, becoming rigid and non-malleable.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Nurfaliana. I would like to present what type of plastic made from petroleum. Back to definition, plastic can be categorized into two distinct groups, which is thermoplastic and thermostat. There are three types of plastic. First, polypropylene, call it PP. This type of plastic is used in a variety of products around the world. Second, polyethylene, which is P. There are different types of polyethylene. It is high density polyethylene. It is called HDPE. Economical and yields an efficient moisture barrier, making it most widely used material for plastic water. And the next one is low density polyethylene. It is called LDPE. It is often used in packaging. For the third type is polyvinyl chloride, PVC. This type of plastic is used in construction and pipes because of the strength and durability. These plastics are typically made through human industrial system. Most modern plastics are derived from fossil fuel-based chemicals, specifically petroleum. However, recent industrial methods use variants made from renewable materials. The majority of plastic in use today is made from hydrocarbons, organic molecules consisting entirely of carbon and hydrogen. Next, how plastics are made from petroleum. For the first step, extraction of raw materials. Petroleum is extracted from underground or underwater reservoir by drilling or mining. For information, petroleum is a mixture of different hydrocarbons such as naphtha, ethane, and propane. For the second step is refinement. Petroleum is sent to refineries where it is separated into different fractions based on their boiling point. The fractions that are used for making plastic are naphtha, ethane, and propane. Naphtha is a liquid hydrocarbon that can be further processed to produce other chemicals. Ethane and propane are gases that can be easily converted into ethylene and propylene, which are the building of blocks of plastics. For the third step is cracking. Ethane and propane are heated in a process called cracking, which is break down the large hydrocarbon molecules into smaller ones. The cracking process produces ethylene and propylene, which are the most common monomers for making plastic. For the fourth step is polymerization. Polymerization is the process of linking the monomers together to form long chains of polymers. Ethylene and propylene are mixed with catalysts, which are the substances that speed up the chemical reaction and feed into reactors where they undergo polymerization. Polypropylene is a plastic made from propylene monomers, and it has high strength and resistance to heat and chemicals. For the fifth step is processing. The polymers are then processed into different forms and shapes depending on the desired application. The processing methods include extrusion, injection molding, blow molding, and thermoforming. Extrusion is the process of forcing the molten polymer through a die to produce a continuous shape, such as a pipe or a film. Injection molding. Injection molding is the process of injecting the molten polymer into a mold to produce solid shape, such as a bottle or a toy. Blow molding is the process of blowing air into a hollow tube of molten polymer to expand it into a hollow shape, such as a balloon or a container. Thermoforming is the process of heating a sheet polymer and forming it over a mold to produce a thin shape, such as a tray or a cup.
So next is statistic of plastic use in our country. This diagram shows the statistic of plastic used in Malaysia from 2019 to 2021. We can see that the plastic film is the most used in our daily life, such as food packaging, grocery bags, and also plastic wrapping, where it causes the waste of plastic. Then, for rigid plastic such as drinking bottles or soap containers are widely used in 2019. Moreover, for plastic foam such as polystyrene foam used for instant noodle cups used in 2019.
And lastly, of course, plastic made from petroleum have pros and cons. For the pro, firstly, renewable plastic or bioplastic. This is created from renewable biomass such as terpenes, lignin, cellulose, vegetable fat, bacteria, and others. Second, biodegradable plastic. It is because it doesn't contain the potentially dangerous chemical BPA and is likely to dissolve in a couple of months. Next, over its lifetime, bioplastic emits much less greenhouse gas compared to ordinary plastic. The most important part is more eco-friendly sources that replace fossil fuels. For the cons, first, non-biodegradable plastics. Plastic made from petroleum such as polypropylene are not biodegradable. Second, environmental pollution. Plastic trash can release harmful chemicals into soil and water or break into tiny bits that animals, fish, and birds eat. For third, resource depletion. Petroleum is a limited resource that will eventually run out. Fourth, energy efficiency. The production of plastics from fossil fuel is only cost-effective when the components not used for plastics are used for energy production.